I'm back with some more styles that you can add into your AI art prompts, whether you're using Midjourney or any AI art platform, this time submitted by viewers of this channel. And a massive thank you to everyone who submitted these styles. The first comment is a discussion about the artist video saying mostly males and a female artist would be good, such as Laurel Birch. So I have here in the style of Laurel Birch as someone to try out, and the style is pretty amazing, very bright, very colorful, very eye-grabbing. I love the way it transforms all of the subjects and has like this pattern baked into them, along with the insanely really bright colors, almost like a psychedelic sort of color palette. Every image I got with this style was really interesting and just really grabbed attention. It was actually hard to pick which ones to include, but I think I definitely chose some of the best ones here. I just love the way it's transformed everything and the use of colors. So definitely check that one out if you're looking for something pretty unique to add into your prompts. Otherwise, a few more recommendations here, like Polymorphic Geometry, doing the haka, Māori warrior. So there was polymorphism, but it didn't quite get the results I want. So I moved straight to Polymorphic Geometry, and it adds in like an almost polygon type style to everything. But sometimes you get these really cool sort of polygon symmetrical design styles like what you see here. All very unique and very different to what I've seen before with the similar styles. And sometimes you do just get it applied to the element, but just the ability for it to create these symmetrical designs with that kind of poly style infused was pretty interesting. Now, swimming with sharks, this one was actually just a lot of fun, and it just sort of adds things in swimming with sharks, like this car swimming in with the sharks. And I love the feel, the underwater sort of photography style and painting style that it applies to the characters. Good to see the Terminator took his shirt off for this one, doesn't want to ruin his jacket. But otherwise, this is just a fun little style you can throw onto your images and subjects to see what you get. I love the fact that Goku here is swimming with the sharks also. And of course, he also mentions Māori warrior. Doing the haka didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to, but Māori warrior, I think, got a pretty good result. Very, very cool looking with the futuristic car, but I love the way it transforms these characters and makes them look really badass. Just the way that it adds the tattoos, the weaponry, and some of the more tribal style clothing and transforms these characters, I thought was just a really cool touch. But we have here a must-have collection of artists. You should do a collection of non-painterly artists like sculptures, installations, photographers, chainsaw, etc. So I didn't go through absolutely all of these, but I did decide to start off with illustrators. So I started off with the style of Christoph Niemann. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but this style, very consistent, very cool. It has a very cartoony, very sharp-edged kind of shape effect. Some of these would be great for vector designs, some of them not because of the texturing, but overall, a very consistent transformative style. You can see the impact it's had. These are all very different compared to what you normally get out of Midjourney. So I really like the fact we've got something a bit different with this style. So then we have in the style of Jean Jullien. Again, don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly, but this one is even simpler. I love what it has done. It has a very graphic design friendly style, very super simple drawing, something you could easily use as little illustrations in books. Terminator here, I really love the choice to go with the yellow skin. Overall, I just think that using this artist name, you'll get some really nice simple designs, and it's definitely one worth trying out. But moving on, we also have Sculptor made by artists. So I have a few different artists to try it out here. And you see there's a few in here, so if you check out, we have by Constanti Brancusi. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced either, but he has some really cool sculpture styles that are a little bit abstract, very simplified, but I also want to try a few different artists. And I had to try out Donatello, and this is obviously the namesake that one of the Ninja Turtles was named after, but I got a bit more of a normal sort of sculpture statue look with that one, and did a pretty good job at getting something a little bit unique out of those as well, but just not quite as unique as the other ones. But Lorenzo Bernini, very theatrical looking, very sort of powerful looking statue designs. This one I would say would have to be my favorite because of just the energy it adds to each sculpture and the embellishments it adds, such as with Darth Vader here. Very cool style and artist. But we also have installation art by artist name. So installation art being something that is sort of a piece that is installed and put out on display that isn't necessarily a piece of art, but built into something. And you can see the way it adds the subjects into the scenes here. And these different artists, obviously, again, they have different styles, but they all have that physical presence. I love the way the futuristic car is just an old car with a bunch of curtains on this one. But you do just get some really unique interpretations of your subjects by going for some of these artists. So definitely worth trying out if you're looking to create photography with some kind of unique kind of installation or something else. Definitely check this out with Christo doing a pretty good job with some of these ones. I love the way he's got a blow up Goku here, but also Damien Hirst. So the car here just looks like a car, but I love what it did with Hulk, kind of like Hulk smash, like a green glass smashed, kind of like interpretation. Terminator here, some silver skulls. I really like what this particular artist has done. And Gilly and Mark, these had some very unique, very eye-grabbing sort of installations. Goku's eyes are a bit funny there, but overall, the image is pretty solid. But Chainsaw Art, same again. I've got a few different artists here that I tried out, and I love the way I actually just popped the chainsaw onto the futuristic car in this particular image. But overall, it does do a pretty good job of creating something that's carved. We'll often include a chainsaw. Again, we have a wooden sort of carving here, chainsaws either side. So it's you may want to try adding -- no or a negative word to say chainsaw afterwards if you want to remove the chainsaw. But otherwise, I think it does a pretty good job of creating wood carvings and carvings made by chainsaws, and trying out different artists does seem to have a bit of a different impact, such as Michael Jones here. I've got less chainsaws and more sort of carvings. But conceptual art, a little bit different again. Now, I can't quite put my finger on it, but this definitely took a little bit more uniqueness to the images. I love what it did with Hulk here. It's kind of like this two-tone print, giant face with people in front of it. Terminator here. It does tend to just sort of do something a little bit more conceptual and a little less direct with the subject, and just create some interesting images. So I highly recommend checking that one out as well, because it's not something I find you can really nail down what you're going to get. It can be a bit of a mixed bag, but most of the images are interesting in their own way. So definitely check that one out if you're looking for some interesting images like these. But the next one, we have Gustav Dore and Alphonse Mucha, or Mucha. So I thought to start off, I've covered Dore before, and I will cover him again, but this sort of Art Nouveau style by Alphonse is really, really cool, really embellished looking style, and it handles all the subjects really well and decorates them in that super classy, old-fashioned Art Nouveau style. I love the embellishments, and I love the way it's sort of, just the style, extremely consistent, and just very, very classy. So definitely check that one out. But one of my favorite artists, Gustav Dore, I decided to cover him again, even though I've covered him in the past. He's more well known for this etching style. If you've ever seen, he's probably the most famous illustrator to do illustrations for Dante's Divine Comedy. So you can see that really old-fashioned black and white etch style applied to these images. And I love just how cinematic and dramatic it makes all these images. This one of the Statue of Liberty, really, really cool. But also, I have this massive email, again, from Paul Leno. Sorry, Paul, if I'm mispronouncing your name. He sent through a whole bunch of styles, so I tried out the best ones, and I'm going to share them here with you. So we have the subjects-themed garage sale. So I went with a few different ones. So the Futuristic Cars 1980s garage sale. The Hulk Stranger Things garage sale, I thought was a nice touch. Added a nice sort of color scheme to it. The Terminator here with his vintage garage sale, looking at the things you can't sell, like that old car. The Stranger Things garage sale definitely seemed to be my favorite, though. I've used that a few times, but also vintage garage sale. So trying that out, you get some pretty interesting results. But also subject-themed fashion makeover. So taking a subject, adding a theme to it, like futuristic car, caveman fashion makeover. Now, you know some of these don't have commas, but I definitely recommend trying them out with or without. But I love the way it transforms the subjects here, like a catwalk here with the Terminator, looking very different for him. And Darth Vader's 60 hippie fashion makeover. The glasses, the piece, definitely seems to work well. And the Kabuki fashion makeover looks really, really cool with Goku. But moving on, we have subject as a supporting character in the title and format. So another one, you're going to mix up a few different subjects, but the futuristic car in a 1930s horror film, nice vibe to it, but also the Incredible Hulk in Toy Story Pixar movies. I think the Toy Story Pixar movies was my favorite here, but also tried Star Wars comic with a Terminator, so I got a good result there. But otherwise, sticking to the Toy Story theme, I got some really, really cool results here. I love the way it dresses a lot of these characters up as Woody. I thought that was a nice, fun one to play with. But also, we have subjects, trophy shelf. This tends to include the subject in the trophy shelf. I imagine if you try this in something like Nano Banana Pro or something like that, you might actually get a bit more of an intelligent result. But with Midjourney here, it tends to include the characters among some trophies. So although the Terminator here looks like he's actually checking out his trophy shelf, but the rest of them are kind of just embedded in there. Sometimes they're embedded in a way where it looks like they're standing in there. Other ways, they're just sort of part of the decoration, but a bit of fun with that one. But also we have by Fabergé. So if you ever heard of the Fabergé eggs, essentially everything gets converted into some kind of Fabergé egg, which has a really nifty effect also. So you can see here the way they're sort of shiny and gold, looking very expensive. The Hulk here looks like he can take the top of his head off, and same with the Terminator, and find something inside of it. But everything has that really consistent, unique style. So if you're looking for like a fancy jewelry type transformation in your images to a Fabergé egg, this is definitely one that works quite well, at least in Midjourney. But reimagined as a car. So taking certain subjects, reimagining them as cars, such as the Hulk. We've got a green muscle car, so that actually makes a lot of sense. But the Terminator here, the red light with the gears and stuff showing through the front, spot on. And also the puppy, cute puppy, it's actually just sitting in the car. So not super impressed, but it does that sometimes. Goku, this is what Goku would look like if he were a car. So check that out and see what you get. Otherwise, we have themed suitcases. Sometimes it prints an image on the suitcase. Sometimes it creates something really cool for the suitcase, like combining the car and the suitcase here. Whereas Hulk, he's kind of just printed on there, but at least there's a little bit of embedding. Whereas the Terminator, we get this cool skull embedded in there, and just the way it's put together kind of matches the design and feel of the Terminator. And this nice sort of like popping out Darth Vader helmet and a print of Goku. So that's a lot of fun too, just creating a fun object. But moving on, we have Tiffany Lamp. Now, a lot like the Fabergé egg, you get this really fancy lamp, almost LED lamp style for anything you put in there. Futuristic car looks cool, but when you get to the characters where there's a lot more detail to be added in there, it really does a great job of creating something that you think could really exist as an actual lamp you could actually buy. This is probably why people are getting scammed on eBay. So make sure that you're not going to use this to scam people to sell crappy lamps. But overall, you can see how it creates some really interesting images. But in a vintage 1920s Christmas advertisement, I love the way this has that vintage style. And we all have seen that the old Christmas advertisements and cartoons. Hulk here doesn't look like he's enjoying the holiday. Looks like he's probably a burden to the rest of the family there. Whereas the Terminator's calmed down. He's kicking back and relaxing. And overall, I just love this vintage style. But what I really love too is the fact that Goku has some of that Japanese lettering around him, but he's dressed as Santa, looking super happy. So definitely an effective style there. A roller skating waiter at a popular 50s diner. So now the futuristic car is just kind of in the diner here, but when you switch to something like Hulk, he is on his skates and he's about to deliver some drinks by the looks of it, but he's got nothing in his hands, and we see that same effect here. The Terminator looks like he's programmed to serve now, not to kill, and Mickey Mouse bringing a lot of energy to the role. Same thing with Goku. So you can see how you kind of get that result, although he's not wearing skates for some reason, which is interesting. Now, in the style of Invader Zim, this had a really interesting, really cool cartoon style applied to it. As you can see here, super simple, super fun. Everything just has a unique vibe to it, and it was actually tough to pick which images to share out of the lot with these ones. So again, I did try and choose the best, and I really love the way Mickey Mouse looks super creepy here with the red eyes. And then, of course, we move on to Goku, and he kind of looks like a bit of a TV. But overall, really awesome style. But moving on, we also have ice sculpture. Now, this is one I shared a long time ago, back when I first started this series. But again, we're sharing a second time in case you haven't seen that video. You can turn things into ice sculptures pretty effectively just by mentioning it in Midjourney. So definitely check that out. It does a great job of keeping the likeness of a subject or character, but also making it look like real ice. Even though sometimes the images are actually hard to see, you can kind of squint and still see that they're actually that character. So it can remain quite true to the subject if given the chance. Moving on, we have extreme alien textures. This is very transformative and different. The way it handles Darth Vader just kind of turned him into an alien. And sometimes you do get a slight alien-like texture applied to your subject. Sometimes you get something more transformative like Terminator here, where it just looks like a skull with an alien growth, and the same Mickey Mouse, kind of like a yucky, creepy little alien with little antennas. And Goku doesn't really look like an alien. He just has The texture is just a little bit more rough. But that was a fun one, as well as nose art on a WWII bomber, so World War II bomber. This adds, with the car, it adds art to the nose of the car, but otherwise you get your subject on the nose of an old bomber plane, and this just looks really cool. Just another fun one to experiment with if you like seeing this kind of imagery. So if we decided to go to war with World War II bombers again, you could probably see some of these painted onto the nose of these bombers. And the Goku one, you'd have to be looking out for the blonde-haired version, but we didn't get one this time. But moving on, we also have what kind of car would subject drive in the Wacky Racers cartoon. So the old Wacky Racers cartoon from the 80s or 70s? 80s? I don't know. We got a version of that with the subjects we choose. So Hulk here, I love the fact he's in like a little Volkswagen down there. Terminator, that fits right in with his personality. I think that's pretty much spot on. And then, of course, Mickey Mouse driving an old-fashioned cartoon, while Goku, he is just in a little buggy. And I think that turned out pretty cool also. But the final style we have here is Rastafarian subject. So I love the fashion sense and the colors it adds. A futuristic car has like that sort of style of color added to it. The Incredible Hulk, it's got the dreadies. I think that's pretty much about it. Otherwise, we get like cool Rastafarian look, hairstyles, and everyone here just looks super cool. I love this look. Very fun style if you want to have a play with it. So a lot of fun. But otherwise, those are the styles for this week, and I want to thank everyone for submitting. So if you have any styles you want to submit, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, that's the video for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider giving the video a like. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you again soon, and have a great day.